Hello and welcome, my Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do you need? Read for this beautiful, beautiful July into August 2023. Happy birthday, Cancerian sun signs. I am your reader. Angelo, Lyons, Al for short. They're my initials. My mother named me this way. I am a professional witch. Professional intuitive president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 25 years in service, and so happy about that. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version of that book available, and there is a link in the description box. And if you click on that link, you can preview the first chunk of it for free, seeing the dedication to my Cancerian sun sign mom, who I'm driving up to see for her birthday in a week or so, getting stuff done in advance so I won't have to do this while I'm there. It's in chakra chapters. Check it out. It's a great book, but that's the Kindle version. Clean, pristine, oh, just so very IKEA compared to the visual feast Fellini Film Fest of color and chakras and grace over on Patreon, the original PDF. So good. I love that book so much. Some of my subscribers get that, but all of my subscribers on Patreon, regardless of level of subscription, get 3 benefits in common: the daily check-ins, an unlisted YouTube live stream link pretty much every day. Lightning does strike. You gotta go with what happens, right? We chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, spiritual implications, always ending with a prayer, a blessing, a little something, something. There's usually a cup of coffee involved. And it's my favorite way to start the day, considering what I do for a living. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s. They're all soul contract, twin flame soulmate, true love reads. They're all timeless, they're all gigantic, and they have access to all of them, as well as they get an extensive discount on private sessions with me, readings and spiritual counseling. We'll talk about that at the end of the video, but I love it, and I highly recommend it. Cardinal Water, Creative Water, I highly recommend being a creator on Patreon. It's lovely. We're building a lovely community. I will go on and on and on at another time, but for now, if you like, click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon. Oh, we have 2 7-day free trials for Seeker and Human, our first 2 levels of subscription, so check that out. Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, brought into this world by a Cancerian mom. I nickname her Hera, and believe me, it fits, so you can just call me Mal, because she doesn't. Although she had to once, when she ran into somebody I knew in Saratoga. It's just like, I'm Mal's mom. Oh my god, I wish I was a fly on the wall for that. But let's get down to business. Some explanation for the new Cancerians and crosswatchers, then we'll get to the divination. Skip ahead if you like, that we are going to talk about the astrology before cards really seriously start hitting the table. So if you are new, welcome. 5-card draws, just 1 card from 5 different decks, getting clues, tips, and hints about anything at all. But we're looking at a 2-week period, a plant to see and help it grow. Your new moon in Cancer to the full moon in Aquarius, July into August, to help you plant a seed, help it grow. These 5 decks represent the 5 magical elements. We'll start with fire, we'll do earth, we'll do air, we'll do water, we'll do spirit, to help you clarify, refine what it is you yearn for, what you burn for, your heart's desire. All of us have heart's desires. In my experience, they're written into our hearts, so no matter where we go, there they are. Part of a much larger plan, and as each and every one of us fulfills even a little bit of our heart's desires, manifesting them in some way, shape, or form, it makes this world a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser place, a more golden timeline than leaded timeline. So that's why I do these readings, the 5-card draws, the beautiful Newtifuls, but then also the 8-card draw shadow reads, full to new, the letting and the releasing. I write down all of mine. I totally lock them into the same 4 pieces of jewelry, the 5-card draws, my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. They work for me, so you do you. Crosswatchers, here's an opportunity for you to get some insight, understanding, sympathy, and empathy for the Cancerian you are crosswatching for, and maybe you can help them manifest their heart's desires, right? Because the more any of us fulfill one heart's desire in some way, shape, or form, we all move forward into a more golden timeline, except those that choose not to. We do have free will. So, let's look at the astrology. I'm a Virgo. Have it on a clipboard. your new moon in Cancer, a new moon on Monday. Not wonderful. Save a prayer till the morning after. New moon in Cancer on a Monday. So come on, moon, of the moon sign of Cancer on the moon day of Monday, July 17th, 2:32 p.m. Eastern Time. I am in New York, and that's probably a little too early in my day to light a torch and wave it for the new moon on Monday, considering I'm going to be doing water magic, right? A cup of coffee, something, potion magic. I'm a potion witch. Plant that seed, help it grow to the full moon in Aquarius. Tuesday, August 1st, Luchnesad Lamas Lofmas, one of the 8 Sabbats of the pagan wheel of the year, the solar cycle. That happens at 2:32 p.m. But catch this, new moon in Cancer, 2:32 p.m. Full moon in Aquarius, 2:32 p.m. I've never seen that happen before, at least not since I've been doing these videos, right? In between those two dates, Venus does go retrograde on the 22nd. That hits all of us in some way, shape, or form, personal planets. Does it every 2 years or so. Sun goes into Leo on the 22nd, so that will be the beginning of Leo sun sign season. Chiron goes retrograde. That's going to hit everybody on the 23rd of July. Chiron, the wounded healer, going backwards in the sky. It doesn't really go, planets don't literally go retrograde, silly rabbit. No, it's an optical illusion, but the interpretation of that, particularly Chiron, the wounded healer, who's a centaur, a centaur, teacher of heroes, right? Oh, Achilles and Heracles, a whole bunch. So keeping that in mind, that's going to hit everybody on planet Earth, but personally, right? One would think. And then, of course, we have Luchnesad Lamas. So a very, very powerful thing indeed. When the moon rides out her peak, then your heart's desire seek. But you start that seed at the new moon. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. You might have 4 different seeds to sow. I usually do, but I do notice there's a holographic connection, usually with the other cards that hit the table. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath, if you will. I will do my very, very best, my crab cakes, to help anybody manifest their heart's desire. And yeah, part of it's personal, right? Because as all of us do that, we all shift to a better world where heart's desires can manifest for everybody. Yeah, even them. Because our heart's desires are divinely assigned, in my honest opinion. So, the shift from all that explanation, which I'm glad to do for the new people, to the divination, which I was born to do. Thanks, Mom. Ooh, yeah, born on a full moon, Virgo sun, Pisces moon. What you think? Leo rising, making it look good, Venus in Libra. I love it. So, let's make that shift in the still point, shall we? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ancestral override. As I call upon the beloved ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism, for the Cancerian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish to represent the element of fire. What is the spell fragment to help them refine and clarify what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their heart's desire, or perhaps that which may be required to manifest their heart's desire, this beautiful new to full? Trust. Oh, that's hard. Trust in this world, I am safe, I am secure. In love, I trust, my faith endures. Now, there is a difference between faith and trust. It's in my book, Words of Grace. The grace of faith, if you like, is like a fire, right? Lighting the way, right? A little bit ahead. You can't really see too far ahead, but the torch of trust is like the wooden part. And we have all had trust issues in this life. I mean, once I found out about, the tooth fairies, I was just like, why are they doing that? Virgo kid. So I am safe, I am secure, in love I trust, my faith endures. Chances are that's what's required to manifest your heart's desire. But faith in who? Faith in what? I just had a client yesterday. I gave her, and it was spiritual counseling. It was about an hour. It was actually over, I think. And I said to her, so, start writing down, what is it that you have faith in? What is it that you trust, right? And what is it that you don't trust? At least write it down, right? And confront it, right? So definitely, faith is an aspect of consciousness. It's like a currency, like money that we spend, whether we realize that's what we're doing or not. I think that's Marianne Williamson. Could be. So let's ground this with the element of earth. The crystal oracle, Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the stone indicated, wonderful opportunity is a magical object, an amulet, a talisman, blah, blah, blah. But clear quartz does everything, and I use the same 4 pieces of jewelry for sun, moon, rising, Venus. I'm just storing up them spells. I'm essentially becoming Justice League dark candidate for sure. Although they do occasionally call me on missions, I think. So, let's do this. My beloved Archangel Ariel, please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ariel, override. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, Archangel of the North, one of the Archangels of the North powers of Earth, hence the Crystal Oracle. Beloved Archangel of Lyons, Archangel of Wealth, Archangel of Nature. One card in clarity, please. What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your hair in my nose? For the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading for the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire, ground and manifest that heart's desire, this beautiful nudiful. Stitch-a-Triton, serpentine, serpentine, serpentine. The in-laws, anybody totally raised on that movie? Peter Falk, Alan, not Alan Alda. Jeez, that's the thing about being in the present moment. Sometimes the past gets a little foggy. Alan Arkin, thank you, whoever that was, probably Debbie Reynolds. Stitch-a-Titan serpentine meditation, clearing your energy centers, that would be a good idea for trust, and detoxifying your thoughts. Fear and negative thoughts are preventing you from experiencing peace and joy in your life. Well, that's across the board for everybody, unless you really have your spiritual practice on lock. They are blocking your creativity, and as a consequence, your life seems dull and dreary. You can change this situation instead of fearing it. Sit quietly in meditation and invoke the healing power of love. You open the heart chakra, that shifts the Kundalini flow up into the third eye, connects it to the crown, hits that 8th chakra, and boom, you're inspired. Easier said than done. Imagine yourself bathed in beautiful healing energies. Visualize all the colors of the rainbow swirling within and around you. Feel these beautiful healing colors flowing through your mind and heart. And imagine your thoughts being infused with eternal light, which means eternal truth. Truth equals light in symbolic alchemy. Practice this each day, as it will help transform your negative and fearful thoughts to positive inspirations. There is nothing to fear. You are eternally surrounded by love. So, this is obviously, in my opinion, saying you're going to put your trust in something that is physical, tangible, but that is essentially of the spiritual and of the divine. I mean, this is about energy work, right? Meditation, clearing your energy centers, detoxifying your thoughts, and honestly, clear quartz handles all of that. I'm just saying, good old clear quartz just does everything. A witch army knife waiting to happen. So, excellent. Let's look at the element of air, but using the Archangel Fire Oracle, Alexandra Wenman, Findhorn Press. Everyone has access to archangels. I'm going to say it every time because, you know, you read about them in all these different ways, then you hear what they actually look like. Billions of eyes, quadrillions of wings, if that's a word, right? A bit awesome, kind of makes you shit the bed sometimes when they show up. It's never happened to me, but, you know, I'm a Virgo. Virgo power across your legs. Your higher self is called a guardian angel sometimes. That groups together billions of other higher selves in a club called an archangel. And the archangels gang up together to create the thrones, the powers, the dominions, the virtues, the principalities, the seraphim, the cherubim, and on and on and on to the other side of the cross, the source wall, where there is just Om. And there's no place like it. So you call, they come, but you gotta call for them to come. Element of air, thought. Please take a nice deep breath. These are usually wild. Still point. Archangelic override. As I call to the beloved pantheons of archangels for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, who is the archangel waiting in the wings with their wings, just waiting for the invitation to come in and help with the element of air, the thought, the belief, the truth, the purifying of those thoughts to help them manifest their heart's desire that most likely does require trust with that Stitch-O-Titan serpentine meditation, clearing their negative thoughts, purifying their negative thoughts, and clearing their energy fields, which makes sense. This beautiful Nudiful. Ooh, oh, it's the Oscar Wilde card. Oh my God, Raduriel. R-A-D-U-E-R-I-E-L, and it is. Oh, I love this deck. I told you this was wild. They take the archangels and they put them in different cultural masks and people throughout history. And I named my card Dorian because it's gray. I mean, come on, it ages, so I don't have to. I mean, a little magic goes a long way. It's okay, I can transfer it to another vehicle when needed. Are you kidding? I'm a Virgo. Check the warranty. I'm going to read you a little bit about Archangel Raduriel, but the message is in here as well. Keyword, creativity. Alright, so cardinal water, creative water. Shown here resembling famous English writer, I thought he was Irish, but whatever. Shown here resembling famous English writer Oscar Wilde. Gentle Raduriel is the archangel associated with poetry and the arts, known as the angelic muse. How very Xanadu. He is a wonderful being who can help you with any creative project you're working on, providing you with inspiration and wisdom. He will stir up your passions and help you to remember all the things that get your inner fires of inspiration constantly burning. And that makes sense. Like it said in Stitch-O-Titan Serpentine, it's like if you feel like a little dull, like a womp womp, you know, a little Debbie Downer, it's okay. Part of the gestative journey of creativity. But this seems like it's giving you some leeway. Raduriel will show you how to sow your artistic seeds so you can give birth to fresh new ideas and let your true gifts and talents come alive. Wouldn't that be great if there was like a... Oh, I said these are really wild, didn't I? Oh my God, I did say that. Yeah, Oscar Wilde, wow. Woo. One of 8 great judgment angels of the heavenly throne, Raduriel is one of the few angelic beings who rank higher even than the mighty Metatron. So at least he's on top. He is the angelic scribe or recording angel and the leader of the heavenly choirs. Whenever he speaks or sings, a new angel is born. That's a lot of work, man. A lot of throat chakra. So, the message. You are a creator. Don't allow doubts to hold you back, right? Negative thinking. You are gifted an inspiration, and you can do it. All you have to do is begin your creation today. Well, and that takes what? Trust in yourself. You know, the inspiration is there, but we have to have the infrastructure to bring it down into the root chakra, and that's a process. That's a healing process, right? You take inspiration down into manifestation, right? But then you also take manifestation, you bring it up through inspiration, through healing, right? Experiences. That's the shadow work, right? So it's like 5-card draw, 8-card draw, 5-card, 8-card. Daytime, nighttime. Okay, I love that. You have no idea. I'm sure I had a life with him, if not as him. It's just, you know, the importance of being earnest. You gotta be earnest in life. Who's earnest? You know what I mean? Let's get your element, the element of water. I am in Generation X freaking reference machine today. So let's just go with it. Your element, the element of water. The Whispers of Love Oracle. Angela Hartfield also does the Whispers of Lord Ganesh that we use to the 8-card draws. I love her work. Element of water, the love aspect, the emotional part. I'm sure you're aware of it. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Higher selves override. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love? The piece of inspiration. information, insight, intuition, to help the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, manifest their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, meditation, purifying their energy, creativity of Raduriel. If they ask this element of water, the love that is divine power, their element, to help this happen, this beautiful, beautiful. Practice compassion. See things from a different perspective, and that can absolutely be about yourself. First and foremost, it's a good place to start. Compassion is a pendulum swing, so very good for, you know, that moon waxing and waning of Cancerians. Self-compassion, really important. Self-care, all of that, absolutely. Nurturing yourself, loving yourself, all of it. But that's to recharge, right? Then your cup overflows, and then you give of the overflow in selfless compassion. So we've got selfish and selfless, but too much selfless compassion leaves you dry and bitter and resentful, which means you have to go back to self-compassion. And that's fine. That's the journey, right? That's how we learn. That's how we grow. That's how we evolve. That's why we came into this world, so we would have time. Who we are is eternal, which means no time, right? Outside of time and space as we experience it. So there is an energy healing for you here in the element of earth. I would recommend doing in any way, shape, or form. I mean, put crystals on yourself, whatever you want to do. But it's your creativity that can help you do this, so there's no one set way to do that. In fact, practicing compassion for yourself first, you can experience something that goes beyond words, that you can trust in. It's like, oh my God, this works, right? and however you do that, but that you pretty much are going to get inspiration. Because here's the thing about creativity. When the nervous system is inflamed, overwhelmed, tired, you know, just too much, right? No room for the inspiration to come in. You clear that out. That is an act of compassion. And remember, this is about manifesting your heart's desire. And in no way here is it said what your heart's desire actually is. So for a general read, this could be about anything. So you don't have to master compassion. Your heart is, let's say, practice it. And ultimately, compassion, here's a mental way of seeing it. Compassion is holding a space for yourself or someone else that they're not really to hold for themselves yet, right? Like the thing like, hey, you're doing the best that you can. My mantra for compassion I learned from Matt Kahn. Last card down coming, Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. It's okay. It's okay. Even when it's not okay, you say it's okay that it's not okay. It's okay that you hate this. It's okay that you don't know what to do. It's okay that you're burnt out. It's okay that you're feeling dull. I love you. That's compassion. Fill yourself up. Give of the overflow of that, which means you have to keep refilling your cup. Yeah. How's that for aquatic metaphor? I think it was metaphor. I don't think I said like or as. Please don't sue me if I did. I come from lawyers. Let's get that spirit card on the table, shall we? The Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck to put it all together. The card of spirit to energize this. So get some Stitch It Tight and Serpentine, because you know you have some laying around somewhere. Cast the trust spell on it, calling in Raduriel with the intention that I'm going to practice compassion. I don't even know what that's like in this moment, right? It's never quite. You can't step in the same river twice. Although Google Maps would probably disagree with that, but what is it now? Shall we? Please take a nice deep breath. Then you charge it all with this once a day. You golden. Still point. Ascended Masters override. As I call upon the beloved Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, please, bright and brilliant ones, and a lot of you have taken human lives, so you know, please, one card in clarity. The perfect healing mantra for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers who are watching this video, drawn to this reading, to help them manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, with the spirit mantra, this beautiful new to full July into August 2023. Sharing shame. I think you guys have gotten this in the shadow reads. If I'm not right about that, I could be wrong. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. Now, That is called the rite of confession. Now, you can certainly do it to the divine directly, and I would think certainly Ruduriel might be a good place because, you know, creativity, they understand that, right? The archangels do. We are the best reality TV in the universe. Well, I don't know. I hear there's lots of interesting things going on Uranus, but, you know, that's very personal, I would think. So this thing of practicing compassion, Course in Miracles, here we go, Course in Miracles, God cannot heal what you do not acknowledge. And that's what this is. It's not, you don't have to put it on social media. You can, free will. But certainly, you can say something like, all right, I don't trust frickin' anybody. Right? That's where you are in the moment. It's not a forever and evermore kind of thing. So let me read this. It's really, really good. I like this. And talk about purifying your energy fields. Come on. Come on. By the way, you like my new tank top? I'm a quarter Sicilian. I'm from New York. I feel like I'm representing big time. Hey, Angelina, call in your freaking archangel already, will you? It's in the DNA. And I embrace it. Sharing shame. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. In other words, it's okay. Practice compassion. Here we go. I don't need the microphone. No, I do not need a microphone. I'm a quarter Sicilian. When shame is shared. Cycles of victimhood are permitted to heal as you find the courage to speak your truth creatively in any way, shape, or form. Interpretive dance. Since abuse and neglect can only be perpetuated in silence, it is your willingness to step forward and share your life story, creativity, that helps transform each wound and inspire others to be set free. So let's call this very throat chakra. I mean, creativity is, yes, also in the sacral, the second chakra. That's the pump of the kundalini, right? I got to do this, fire in the belly and all that. But this is where you chew on it, and you either swallow it, or you spit it out, or you chew it. That's it, right? So the practicing of compassion is kind of like a chewing, this feels like. Once your shame is shared, you are able to honor yourself with the heightened encouragement, worthiness, and validation that you deserve to receive. So we're giving it to yourself. This is an act of self-compassion. Remember, you could talk to a lit candle. Counselor, therapist, friend, just make sure it's in confidentiality, man. That's the thing. When someone breaks your confidentiality, right, when you really, like, open up, that's a violation of trust, right? And believe me, that registers in their energy field. And I will tell you this, if I have learned anything in this life, liars can't heal, and healers can't lie. I mean, they can, but in that moment, they're not healers, because you need reality. So that's why, no matter what it is that you're feeling in any given moment, if you're an empath, you might be feeling the next door neighbor. You might be feeling something going on the other side of the world. It's very possible. Quantum unity, thanks, right? But to be honest about it and say, no, I don't know, I can't trust this, whatever it is. Sharing that shame is gonna stitch a tight and serpentine you. This mantra is ideal for revisiting past traumas, especially when triggered, expressing your inner child, mothers of the zodiac, Cancerians, and finding self-acceptance. And it is that acceptance. This is where I am right now. I have not always been this way. I will not always be this way. So, period. Let's put this together in a blessimation. God, I'm schwitzing like a whore in church in here. It is hot outside. I turned off the air conditioning so you can hear me, though I could talk over it, but let's not if we don't have to. So a blessimation, a combination of blessing and summation, a word we came up with over on Patreon. And then after that, the reading's over, although sometimes I will refer back to the cards, but we are going to talk about Patreon and private sessions, and I have to release you from my energy field, so I try and do that with as much love, fun, joy, and goofy as possible. Last time, ready? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. As I call upon my beloved pantheons of the divine, for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to manifest their heart's desires. by water, by earth, by air, by fire, with the spirit of sharing shame, because when they share their deepest pain, they give themselves permission to be, which is certainly a form of practicing compassion, seeing things from a different perspective, and certainly calling upon Roduriel, the archangel, to do so in the element of air would allow them to do that, to see things from a higher perspective as they meditate. If they so choose, we all have free will to clear their energy centers and free themselves of some negative thinking which are hovering in the air like wave, because they are wavelengths, right? Just to change the channel, clear the channel, so that they can manifest their heart's desire that most likely does require the trust in something higher. So they are safe. They are secure. In love, they can trust. So their faith endures. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So motivating. So it is. Sorry, it's the music. It's wired into my brain now. Did you like the reading? Did you like the music? Thank you, Janet Grace. Then hit the thumbs up, helps other Cancerians and cross-watchers find it. Want more of me here on YouTube? You know what to do. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment if you like, but sharing shame online, like I said, not necessary unless you want to. Have at it. And certainly, if you want a deeper dive, you Cancerian crab cakes, come Patreon on Patreon. Seeker and Human, 7-day free trials for both of them. Come check us out for a week. Jump out day 6 if you like. I won't mind. I'm glad to serve the crab cakes and their cross-watchers. And but if you do say a subscriber, you of course will get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and the extensive discount on private sessions with me, which is really what I do best. The one-on-ones, Zoom, in person, all of that. I've been doing it for a very long time. Since I'm 12 years old. I'm gonna be 55. Yeah, I know, I don't look it. Thanks for the DNA, Mom. Big time. Yeah, come Patreon on Patreon. Best thing ever. So let's talk about private sessions. I've been doing spiritual counseling for a really long time, but I've been doing readings longer. So at 25 years of Drawing the Circle Productions, I raised my prices for the first time in 25 years. And it's all on my website if you would like to see it in writing, drawingthecircle.com. There's a store. Click on store. You'll see reading packages and spiritual counseling. There's a lot of other stuff in there. But at least you'll be able to see it written. It's all very simple, but you know, whether we're Zoom recording, all of that, it's all in one place. But of course I made a video for YouTube for the 25th anniversary called Booking Private Sessions with Mal, which explains everything, right? It's all on the website, but it's about 11 minutes. My mom loves it, so we're keeping it, and I'm probably not raising my prices for another 25 years, so I think we'll be fine. And it does explain the Patreon discount, and I say over and over and over again, I will never turn anybody away because of lack of funds for a reading or a spiritual counseling, because I'd like to not have to keep reincarnating. Oh, Gaia's fine, it's the people. Have you noticed? No, the planet, she's lovely. Right? No, I would like to do what I came here to do in this life, because apparently there are other places to incarnate in this ever-expanding universe, so help me get there. If you want, book a private session with me. Click the link, watch the vid, and I love you so much. I do love my Cancerians. I don't think there's ever been a period in my life where I did not have some kind of dominant female Cancerian sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign in my life. I guess that's true of all of us. Not everybody knows their chart, but certainly you have my love, my support. And then you got the Oscar Wilde Archangel. I mean, really? What's in your attic? So hang in there. You can do this. Share your shame, confessional in a way that feels comfortable for you, but call in the help that you need. Because stitchitine and serpentine, because you know you got a jar of it somewhere, just grab a clear quartz. You know what to do, but you get to do it your own way with that creativity. trust in yourself, trust in the process, and trust that the only thing that will ever stay the same in this world is these words. This too shall pass. So hang in there, manifest your heart's desires. We need you to, by water, by earth, by air, and by fire, for the spirit of our well-being and for the well-being of all. Hang in there. Heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.